Well, there we are. Live on Facebook. That means we're live on YouTube. Casper is here with me. Come on up. Come on up. Come on here. This way. Attaboy. Attaboy. There's Casper. We're a little before 8:30. We're going to gog ourselves in 2 minutes. Let us know where you are. We're looking forward to being together this morning on Coffee with Casper. I got my coffee. I got my Casper. Well, good morning, Pam. Nice to see you. And to be here. Nice to see you. And to be here. There we go. To be heard. To be seen. That's our goal. Shine that light, baby. Nice to see you. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know where our Pam is checking in from the Napa area. Let me know where you are. We're glad you're here. Casper's glad you're here. He gets excited about Tuesday mornings. He really does. Great. Oh, good morning, Arlen. Nice to see you this morning. From San Clemente. Beautiful San Clemente. Very nice from Studio City, Paul. Good to see you. All right, we got the folks gathering in, bringing some consciousness into the world. All right, I got 8:29. All right, nice to see everybody this morning. Let me know where you are, where you're checking in from. We're glad you're here. We're going to garner ourselves in about 30 seconds. Here we go. Spend 20 minutes together, reminding ourselves. Good morning, Chris. Nice to see you this morning. Good morning, Ava from West Lynn, Oregon. Nice to see our Oregonian family. Yay. I got a grandson at the University of Oregon. He's a duck. All right. All right, here we go. It's 8:30. We're going to gong ourselves in and see what we can discover in our 20 minutes together. All right, we're going to take a big deep breath in. Then we're going to let out the sound ah. As we let out the sound ah, like shalom, ah, we're going to let that shoulders relax and ourselves become centered. Here we go. Big deep breath in. Ah, relaxing the shoulders and becoming present to this moment now. We hear that tone ringing out. We know what that's reminding us. Good morning, Tricia Click. Nice to see you, Rev, from Moore Park this morning. Big deep breath in. Ah. And then let our energy come up into our heart center. And then just imagine we're going to stay in our heart-centered energy for these 20 minutes together. Well, we thank the Reverend Angelica Jane, who asked us a couple weeks ago to address the palpable fear in the nation, which of course is sending out reverberations. That's what those waves do. They send out reverberation. All waves are affecting something, right? And aloha from Hawaii, Honolulu side. Good to see you, Ann, this morning. We're glad everybody's here. And of course, in the last 2 weeks, nothing really has changed. The tumult is continuing to do its vibrational stuff in the world. And so this is where we have to go. And I remind us as metaphysicians, meta meaning that which is in front of, alongside, or behind whatever is physical. The meta is the unseen, and meta is what is creating things. Remember the master teacher, Jesus said, things that are made are not made of things which do appear. So let us remind ourselves what we already know as light workers in the world. What we already know. Good morning, Candace from Palm Desert. What we already know is that consciousness creates experience. Consciousness is the sum total of everything you ever thought, said, done, or felt. And wherever your conscious awareness goes, is impressing the subconscious mind, the subjective mind, and the combination of your conscious and subjective mind are creating that vibration which is coming out from you, which is hitting the law of mind or the law of the circle. That which comes from me returns to me as my experience. Things that are made are not made of things that do appear. So what's happening inside of you is invisible, and yet it is causing, through the law of the circle, everything that you are to return to you in the multiple dimensional aspects of your beingness as a human being on the planet. Now, what we also know is that most of humanity is not aware. They have fallen into it is kind of a victimization because they're choosing it, or they're not aware that they're choosing it, not aware that everything that's happening to them is related to what's coming from them. It doesn't mean you're causing everything. It means that you are related to everything. That if it's happening to you, you have a relationship to it. It is claiming that relationship, that knowing that you, as the Master Teacher Jesus said, I and the Father are one. I of myself am nothing. It is the power within me that does the work. Meaning my little personality is simply the use that I have made of what I understand so far. And what I have a right to do as an immortal spiritual being, superior to my mind, to my body. Good morning, Carol. Nice to see you this morning. And to my experience, I am an immortal spiritual being, superior to my mind, my body, and my experience. And we begin to use that I am, and we reframe everything that's happening to us from the point of view of I am the Alpha and the Omega, I am the substance and the source. That which I am as an immortal spiritual being is co-creating in the one as the one through the law of the circle all of the time. And the more that I transcend the authority of the events outside of myself and move into the authority of my unity with the whole, I am one with the one. It's a great line, that the I am consciousness is the immortal reality of who you are, and it is the eternal tone which throughout all time brings forth the reality of experience. I am that which is cause to that which is occurring in and around me, and I am one with my environment and my world. In other words, I belong where I am according to the wisdom of the Most High, because I don't know how to make a liver live or a kidney kid or a heartbeat beat. It's being done unto me. In fact, even the breath is being done unto me, although I have the opportunity to regulate it. But I can't control it. I can regulate it, right? So we now need to use this awareness that I am. Things that are made are not made of things that do appear. They are made from the meta-reality of life, and I am in charge of the meta-majority of my life. I can't prevent belonging to the race, but I can contribute to the race mind. I can contribute to the race mind remembering that I am that. I am greater than these circumstances. I am greater than these situations. I am greater than the stock market. I am greater than tariffs reacting around the world. I am greater than somebody outside of myself or some authority outside of myself dictating reality unto me. But I must become the transcendent personality, right? I must become the one who says, I am one with the one. And again, what do we talk about all the time? It is through the disciple line, through the I am, that I apply the discipline of remembering that my immortal spiritual nature is in fact in charge. And that as I co-create, as I intune myself, that's why daily we meditate, to quiet myself, to know that I belong to the one, to know that I am that, and then to contribute to altering the course. You know, if we're sailing from here to Hawaii, out where Ann is out there, we need to know the heading. And if we miss the heading by a few degrees, over even a couple, 3 degrees over a course of a few thousand miles, I'm going to miss the islands altogether, right? So we must constantly be at the tiller, and the tiller is your conscious mind, that which moves the rudder to keep me on course. I choose to comfortably live my life and fulfill my purpose. Now, I believe, and I have always believed, that the United States of America has been, and its divine role is to be a beacon of light, a beacon of oneness, liberty, justice, freedom, and equality. Now, when the United States of America doesn't follow its own divine mission and allows itself to go astray into the smallness of separateness, you are there and I am here, and what's more important is me than you, we've stepped beyond our divine destiny. So what if you're an American citizen and you're around the world, if you're a lover of life, liberty, justice, freedom, equality, and the higher order of being, then we must be the ones who remind America we have a role to play. We have a role to play in liberty, equality, and justice, in human rights. And just because we have a temporary leadership position that's not honoring that role, doesn't mean that role isn't there, and doesn't mean that we, the people of the United States, do ordain and establish, right? We are the one who have made the Declaration. We are the ones who have established the Constitution, and we are the ones who must hold America. Because, America, if you change the words all around, the letters all around, it's esoteric, it's hidden. It's the idea, it was leading the way. Not that our forefathers were perfect, they were flawed, but they went upstairs and they grabbed onto universal ideas. They put those universal ideas into documents and made them a play for humanity and the earth. And now we must know, because if you change the letters around, it's the I am race. America is the symbol of the I am race. There is one child of the infinite God, one living Christ, one living Buddha, one Atman, one Buddha, high self, and I am that. And so is every incarnated soul. I am that. And we need to know that, therefore, if I am that, then who I am is holier than holy. It is the holiest thing, and it's not holier than thou or anybody else, because who you are is the holiest thing. And who our friend Dilip down in Indonesia is the holiest thing. And Anne in Hawaii is the holiest thing. And in South Carolina and North Carolina, where our friends are and people are participating, they're holiest thing. You are the holiest thing. And everyone is that holiest thing. I had a situation a number of years ago. I was getting off the freeway, and there was a little car. Apparently I didn't see the little car, and I cut him off accidentally, and then the little car followed me into the market, and the guy parked next to me and was yelling at me, and I didn't even know what his story was. And I finally looked at him across the parking lot. I said, what is it that you want? I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I apologize. I didn't even know. He said, I want to be respected. And I said, oh man, I totally respect you. I totally respect you. And he said, oh. And he got back in his car and he drove away. Now, why would I totally respect this person that was in anger and fear around me? Because he's the divine. He's chosen by God to be on this planet right now, to be exactly who he is. Now, he may not know who he is at the highest level, but I do. I know he's the Holy One, the Saint, the Sage, the Christ, the Mystic, the Awakening One, just as I know everybody here on Coffee with Casper is the Awakening One. And that belongs to every person in every state, in every nation, in every country, in every culture, in every way of being. Everyone's the Holy One. I am that. And together we are the I am race. And the I am race is one race. It's not divided into countries and borders and colors and blood types or anything else. If you're conscious and you're able to say I am, and you're able to recognize I am, then you are one with the one. You're the holiest of holies. And therefore, whatever's going on in the world, things that are made are not made of things that do appear. They're made from the I am consciousness that I am creating. And I choose to be love and light and truth and wisdom and peace and poise and power, to be an avenue through which healing and inspiration and upliftment happens in the world. I choose life, liberty, equality. I choose to see the glory of life, the blooming of springtime. I choose to see beyond the headlines. I choose to see beyond the separations. I choose to see beyond race, color, creed, parties, ways of being, points of view. Because I know that we are in a holy, holy world, and that I am the holy, holy one, awakening to the glory of myself. What do we always talk about? Good morning, Jane, from Chico. Nice to see you this morning. We are the light of the world. And just because the world is asleep doesn't mean you can't turn the light on and turn your light on and be an avenue. That's why I love, I've had the opportunity to meet the Dalai Lama, to spend time with the Dalai Lama. And what does the Dalai Lama say? He's a Tibetan Buddhist, but he doesn't say that. He says, my religion is kindness. I belong to everybody. Kindness belongs to all people. Universal love is everywhere present. You can be an instrument and an avenue of universal love. You can lift your head out of the hole of the daily newspapers, of the attacks on other people, of anything other than love leading the way, and letting that perfect love guide you to use the perfect law to create good and more good in your life. There's no limit to the good, and it's not being limited by the headlines, and it's not being limited by the ego's last attempt to say, I of myself am the power. No, you don't know how, no one knows how to make a liver live, a kidney kid, a heartbeat beat. It's being done unto you. It's given to you. Now, what if you start to use the gift? Use the gift of who you are to choose love, to choose life, to choose liberty, to choose to turn the light up. We are all of us, each of us here are light workers in the world, and we are all of us learning how to tolerate. Joseph Campbell, the great mythologist, said, what is the big challenge? Is tolerating your bliss. We are learning how to tolerate carrying more and more light. The more light we invite into our mind, into our body, and into our experience, the light of the living Christ, the light of the living Buddha, the light of the Atman, the light of the child of the Most High, incarnate in its image, the wholeness of God as me. Whoa. The more we call that into our lives, the more we're inviting every cell of our body to reflect it, the more we're inviting our consciousness to guide us as it's gazing at the glory of the Most High. We are multidimensional beings in a physical body. You're not living and trapped in your body. You are in it as a great gift to experience what it is to be alive, to experience what it is to be a human being fully alive. St. Ignatius, the glory of God is a human being fully alive. Step beyond the newspapers, step beyond the TV screen, step beyond social media, step beyond it into the glory of who you are in the privacy of your own consciousness every day. Every day. When you look out and you see the beauty of the world, look behind me at the beautiful Santa Monica Mountains. When you see the beauty of the world and you're able to see the beauty of the world is touching my skin by means of the temperature that's out here right now. It's touching my aliveness by means of seeing Casper's tail wagging and the joy of his having the best day ever. Imagine the consciousness of having the best day ever every day. But we cannot do that if we're leaning into the race and believing that the race is all screwed up. The race needs you. That's why you came. You came from the light. You put on a coat of skins to shine the light out into the world in the unique way, according to the unique vibration that is you. This tone that's coming from me, hitting the law of the circle, which is the law of all creation, creating all things and creating the multiple dimensions and aspects of my own life. It's happening right now. Dwell there. I am one with the one. I am one with the qualities of light. Good morning, Julie. Nice to see you. I am one with the light. I am one with the love. I am one with the joy. I have stumbled on to the awareness of who and what I am, and I'm using it today to uplift humanity, to uplift the race consciousness, to participate in the dawn of peace on earth and goodwill toward all humanity and the earth and all the elements and all the life and all the dimensions. One love, one life, one truth, one beauty, one wisdom, one peace, one poise, one power, which I am calling into my life today. Who you are is something magnificent. What you have to bring to the world is something magnificent. Pull your head out of the race mind, out of the consciousness of the silliness of humanity, and step into awakened humanity and bring awakened humanity and the law, heaven's first law, the law of harmony into your life. Health, wealth, love, and success are normal. And we have to set the new precedent in the new time, in the new age, not only for ourselves, but for our children, for our grandchildren, for posterity, and for the great opportunity of what it is to be a human being and discover what it is to be a human being fully alive. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. This is Casper. You're watching Coffee with Casper. We'll be back next week at 8:30 Pacific Time, reminding ourselves who and what we are and what we already know, and calling ourselves to turn up the light, to turn up our own tolerance to the light, to be the place where peace on earth and goodwill toward humanity is happening. Who you are is something magnificent. If you have found anything valuable in our 20 minutes together, share the video. Share it on LinkedIn, share it on YouTube, like, join, follow, post in your groups. However you can share the news, invite everybody to join us. Because we're not creating anything new. We're connecting all of us who have discovered the new. And know that the new thought, the new reality, the new good is coming because I'm an instrument of that good in the world today. Let's practice that in all that is this week. And until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. We'll see you next week on Coffee with Casper. Share the video. Lots of love. Love, love, love. Let's just be the love in the world, and we'll transcend all of this and watch a new day be dawned in the human condition. Thanks for being who you are. Thanks for sharing your light. Bye for now. Okay.